So for today's class, we're kind of gonna continue on that theme, that story a little bit. Not that story, but we're gonna go over some other popular short stories. Some of them we've already read before, but today we're reading a slightly different version of them. And then each story has kind of some writing or some questions at the end of it. Okay?
Okay.
You probably heard of some of these stories because they're quite popular. They're very popular stories. Like the first one here. I'm sure you know this story.
So, what the?
What is this story?
Was the hare? Oh no.
The hare and the tortoise. These are just different names for a hare, which is a rabbit, and a tortoise is a tortoise and turtle. Tortoise is the turtle that lives on the ground. Turtle is, well, I mean, most people usually know what a turtle is, but a tortoise is usually a ground turtle. Whereas then we also have sea turtles. They're all different kinds of turtles. There's a lot of different kinds of turtles. But a tortoise is usually bigger, I think. Bigger. Well, no, not bigger. Sea turtles can get pretty big.
Tortoise?
What?
Tortoise?
Am I a tortoise? I can go as slow as a tortoise.
Wow. So,
Really? I see you always doing things very fast, very fast, very fast. You're always running, reading really quick. Like a rabbit, very fast. All right. So this was the story, very quick and fast, simple story about the tortoise and the hare. Let's read over this one here. Help me read this story, and then we'll go over one, two, and question 1 and question 2, part A, part B.
well,
Can you read it? Wait, let me see. Let's move it over here.
well. One day the hare was the first animals about half of his life. He bred. He even loved the least. The tortoise, he possibly was a slow-moving.
What is it? Wait. What is bragged?
Right?
Yeah. One day the hare, the rabbit, was bragging to the forest animals about how fast he could run. I'm so amazing. I'm great. I'm awesome. I'm so fast. You can't beat me. I'm the fastest animal in the world. Pew, pew, pew. I am great. So usually when somebody brags, it means they're saying something, saying a lot of good things about themselves. You guess?
I usually do.
You usually do that?
No.
Well, interesting.
Well, I'm thinking something.
It's not exactly a bad thing, though. All right. How about number 2?
But the tortoise was not bothered. Stretched out his long neck and to race. This of a log. Ha ha! What a joke! Race? Yes, a race. Oh, what fun!
Sorry.
What fun!
Yeah.
That's true. What?
What fun this will be.
What?
Not as a question. Is
Will
the
be? Of course. The tortoise a race that the hare, the forest animals had and created a race. The hare and the tortoise met at the start. The race began, and the hare beat big runner who left the horse behind about halfway across. The hare realized how far ahead. It occurred to him that he had plenty of time to beat the slow-legged tortoise. Oh my, saw the hare. I have time to hop and play in the grassy meadow here. So he did after the hare finished playing. Suddenly, he also had time to take a little nap. I have plenty of time to beat that tortoise. Thought so he cuddled up against the tree and fell asleep. The turtles, in the meantime, continued to lumber on, but so slowly he never stopped moving and took one good step after another. Finally, Finally, the hare woke up from his nap, time to get back to the race. Stopped and he took off faster than he had ever run before. He dashed as quickly as he could up to the finish line, while riding hare, patiently awaiting the rabbit was the slow-moving tortoise.
Tortoise. Tortoise.
Tortoise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tortoi, which actually just makes the is sound. Tortoise. So up here we've got, but the tortoise was not bothered. He stretched out his long neck. Stretch your neck. Try to make it longer. He stretched out his long neck and challenged the hare to a race. What? What? Yeah?
What's the... So... Why the hare is so stupid?
Stupid. He was overconfident. He thought he was great, and unfortunately his vanity, well, not vanity, his overconfidence caused him to make a mistake. He thought, this is going to be so easy, and he decided to relax and take it nice and slow. Unfortunately, that's what the turtle does. The turtle does all day. Haha, what a joke, thought the hare. A race? Yes, a race. Oh, what fun this will be, of course, Mr. Tortoise. We shall race, said the hare. It's an A. The forest animals met and created a course. A course is for running. They created like a map for where they would run to. You'll start here, and then you'll go over there, and then you'll go over there, and then you'll come all the way around to here. So that's the course. That's the road of which you will take for this race. The other animals made the course. The race began, and the hare, being such a swift runner, soon left the tortoise far behind. Pew! Bye-bye, tortoise! About halfway through the course, the hare realized how far ahead he was. Wow, the tortoise is still way back there. Whew, too easy, too easy. The hare, it occurred to him, when something occurs to somebody, then they realized. He realized that he had so much time, he had plenty of time to beat the slow, lagging tortoise. Oh my, thought the hare, I have time to hop and play in the grassy meadow here. And so he did. He hopped and he played and rabbit. And so he did. After the hare finished playing, he decided he also had time to take a little nap. So he played, got a little tired, decided to sleep a little bit. I have plenty of time to beat that tortoise, he thought. And so he cuddled up against a tree and fell asleep. When you cuddle up to something, it's kind of getting comfortable next to something. The tortoise, in the meantime, continued to lumber on. Go slow. Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-dum. And the rabbit's going. Ever so slowly, he never stopped moving and took one good step after another. Finally, the hare woke from his nap. Time to get back to the race, he thought. And he took off faster than he had ever run before. Super fast. He dashed as quickly as he could up to the finish line. But already there, patiently awaiting his arrival, was the slow-moving tortoise. So slow, Mr. Rabbit. The tortoise obviously moves much, much slower than the rabbit. And yet the tortoise won because the rabbit was overconfident and it caused him to do something foolish. Let's start with this one here. There we go. We'll just minimize that. All right.
Well, I'm thinking about something.
What?
Well, I just see a TV show.
A TV show?
Oh yes.
I know.
A TV show.
You saw a TV show? What TV show?
That's called the
The Tokyo?
Know that?
No. What's it about?
A car show about cars.
About cars? Do they fix them?
No, fix the car.
They buy cars? Or just show expensive cars?
They do a lot of things. They drive the expensive cars and the new cars. but in today they are not new because it's a very old show
Mm-hmm.
about in 2013.
Oh, I'm not sure of that show.
And they and they make not and they make the cars like the hover van.
Oh, I don't think
Hover
I've
van.
seen that one. All right, so let's go over here. We got the number one. List 2 reasons why the hare lost the race against the tortoise. And then we also have to choose parts of the story that helps to support the answer. Like
I see.
reason number 1, and then choose the part that tells us why.
And it occurred to him that he had plenty of time to beat the tortoise.
Mm-hmm.
He realized how far ahead he was. It occurred to him that he had plenty of time to beat the slow-legged tortoise. Number 1.
He had plenty of time to beat the tortoise? And that's why he lost? Because he had plenty of time?
No. Oh my! Here I have time to hop and play the grassy meadow.
That could be one.
He also had time to take a little nap. I had plenty of the time to beat that tortoise out, and so he cuddled up against the tree and fell asleep.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
That's the reason. Yeah, well, there's actually 2 that are right there. Number 1 was because he decided to hop and play.
Yes.
And that's in the sentence. He decided to hop and play. Number 2 was he decided to take a nap, which is also right there. So those are the 2 reasons why he lost, because he wanted to hop and play and he wanted to take a nap. Now you could get a little more detailed into these and talk about why did he want to hop and play. Well, that one doesn't really have much of an answer. He's a rabbit. That's what they do. Why did he want to take a nap? He's a rabbit and he just felt, overconfident. He thought, I'm just going to sleep because I can. All right, then we have part A. Choose the sentence that best describes the moral of the hare and the tortoise. Now remember, we talked about morals of stories before the lesson, where the moral is the lesson that children learn after hearing or reading a story. So what do you learn from this story here? A, B, or C? We got A, teasing others isn't kind. B, working hard and not giving up pays off in the end. Or C,
B.
Always take on challenges in life, even if they are hard. B,
B.
working hard and not giving up pays off in the end.
B.
Yeah. Well. Huh.
And this part B, it's.
Yeah, I'm thinking B could be. C sounds right also. I would go with C because it makes for a stronger life. Always take on challenges in life. Don't be afraid to back down. Don't be scared. Do it anyways. Even if it's going to be hard, do it anyways. You can at least learn something from losing. Even if you lose, you'll still learn something. Then we got part B. Which sentence from the hare and the tortoise best supports your answer to part A? So where we choose B or C. Which of these sentences could help us support that sentence?
The C.
What does it say?
He never stopped moving or lost focus, taking one good step after another.
Working hard, not giving up. Yeah, that would support B. The race began, and the hare, being such a swift runner, soon left the tortoise behind. Yeah, that doesn't support anything. But the tortoise was not bothered. He stretched out his long neck and challenged the hare to a race.
That's C.
Yeah, it could be C, which supports B. If you chose B, then that would be C. A would support C. If you chose C as your answer, then A would support that one. Teasing isn't kind. That one's probably a good moral too. You might learn that one as well. I think any one of these morals could be good lessons to learn, even from this race. from this story here. So I guess that would be, but the tortoise was not. No, the race began and the hare being such a swift. That B doesn't really support anything though. That doesn't say anything about A. Even if you chose A, there's nothing to support that one, I think. Well, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I think C, he never stopped losing focus, so we can go with here. We'll choose a highlighter. Go for red. So this one, if you wanted to choose this one would have to support he never stopped moving or losing focus, would support this one. And then if you chose, here we'll do blue. If you choose B, nope, A, not B. A would support C. So we could have gone with either one of those. B doesn't really seem to support anything, so we can kind of X that out. We'll make that one black. And this one black. Well, I don't want to do it that way, because yeah. So those would be the two answers that I would say to go with. All right. So there is your tortoise and hare. Bing. Now we have this one, the wolf and the crane.
oh,
Do you know the story of the wolf and the crane?
what's a crane?
A crane is a kind of bird. Long leg bird.
Maybe you can stick it down with.
You want to see what it is? Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Ass can do that, yeah.
What's that?
This one is a crane. Now be careful, because a crane actually has two different meanings. So it will show you two different things here. A crane. This one is a crane right here. Ding. This one is a crane, but also in this case we're going for the bird. This one is a crane. $5,000 reward for a crane. Or this one here. This one is also the crane photo. Yeah. This one is also a kind of crane. All right, let's pull this out of the way. Pull it back over here. Ding.
What's a pirate?
Pyramid.
Pyramid. What's that?
You don't know what a pyramid? Pyramid is a triangle with three sides.
Besides, and what else?
What else? Maybe it has something under it, like Egypt has the pyramid. Maybe they put the king in there. That's like the tomb of the king. When the king dies, they would bury them in the pyramid with all of their gold and their wives.
So how can they get in the?
Well, they have a door, but then when the king dies, they seal the door and everything inside.
What?
It's like a coffin for the dead. Wahaha.
Nobody can find that. Are you sure?
Oh, they could. They probably could. All right, so let's do this one, The Wolf and the Crane. We're going to read this story. Ding. There we go.
A Greek wolf in feasting too quickly when suddenly a bone becomes stuck in his throat. To get it neither up nor down. And of course, could not even assume his wound a terrible pain in his throat. So when he hurried to the crane, was sure that with her long neck and bill she would easily be able to reach the bone and pull it out. If you pull that bone out for me, I will reward you very handsomely, said the wolf. The crane, as you can imagine, felt very uneasy about putting her head in a wolf's throat, but she was very curious about the promised reward, so she did what the wolf asked her. She stuck her bill deep in his throat and removed the bone. When the wolf felt the bone was gone, she started to wait. Will you kindly give the reward you promised? Asked the crane. The wolf grinned, showing his sharp teeth, and said, Fountain, you have put your head inside the wolf's mouth and taken it out again in safety. That should be a reward enough for you.
That's nice.
Oh, what?
You know what it means? So a greedy wolf who had been eating very quickly when suddenly he got a bone stuck in his throat. stuck in the throat, which would be this part right here, and a bone, which would be like this one here. Oh. Sometimes when you eat too quickly, you might get a bone stuck in your throat. And that's what happened to him. He could get it neither up nor down. He could try to get it out or try to swallow it, and it just wouldn't go up or down.
Question is coming.
Wait. And of course, he could not eat a thing. He soon felt terrible pain in his throat. So away he hurried, quickly run to the crane. He was sure that with her long neck and her bill, the bird's mouth is the bill, she would easily be able to reach the bone and pull it out. If you pull out that bone, or if you pull that bone out for me, I will reward you very handsomely. We give someone a reward, you do something because they did something for you. The crane, as you can imagine, felt very uneasy, uncomfortable about putting her head in the wolf's throat. But she was very curious about that promised reward. What kind of reward would he give me? So she did what the wolf asked her to do. She stuck her bill deep in his throat and removed the bone. When the wolf felt that the bone was gone, he started to walk away. Bye. And the crane says, "Will you kindly give me the reward you promised?" asked the crane. The wolf grinned, smiled, showing his sharp teeth, and said, "Be content. When you are content about something, it means you are happy. Be happy you have put your head inside a wolf's mouth and taken it out again safely. And taken it out again in safety." And that means doing something in a safe way. You did not lose your head. This should be reward enough for you. So this should be good enough. You walked away with your head. Nyonk. All right, back over to the other side with our questions. Question number 1.
What kind of character is the wolf? About the reward he offered? It's how you know using his. Well, I think he is greedy.
He is greedy. What kind of character is the wolf? Think about the reward he offered. Explain how you know using the details from the text. You know what? Let me do that.
And he is selfish.
Greedy and selfish? Yeah. Why? Why greedy?
Yeah, selfish.
Why is he greedy?
Because he wants to get. Because he wants to pay off.
You don't want to pay off?
The money?
Well, he doesn't want to give the reward. Reward could be money, or it could be giving something very good. A reward could be anything. In some cases, it is money, yes. But we could say that he's greedy because the story actually calls him greedy. Why does the story actually call him greedy? Because he only thinks of himself. He's eating quickly, and he didn't offer, like you said, he did not give the crane anything for doing something for him. The crane helped him, and he didn't really do anything good for the crane. He just says, "You should feel lucky I didn't eat you."
Wow. So that's sure.
Yeah. What? All right. How about number 2?
What kind of character is the crane? Think about what should it start to do as the wolf. I think she too.
She's greedy too? Why?
Because on the reward.
Yeah. Someone who is greedy wanted the reward. She didn't do it to help the wolf. I mean, that would have given her a different character. If she did it to be nice and say, "Oh no, Mr. Wolf, you're gonna die. Here, let me help you." No, she didn't do it to help him. She did it because she wanted the reward. That could also make the crane a little bit greedy. Interesting. And number 3.
The Wolf and the Crane is a story about trust and fortitude.
Gratitude.
Gratitude, using what you know about the actions of characters. Find the moral of this fable using one or both of those words.
So trust is when you have to trust someone else that they will do the right thing. Gratitude is feeling thanks for when someone helps you?
Yes, we should be honest to what we say
Oh, don't lie.
and be gratitude the people who help you.
Yeah. Offer gratitude for the people who help you, and make sure that you trust. Be careful who you trust, I guess is what it means. Because the crane decided to trust the wolf. Nothing bad happened to her, but the crane also didn't really get what they wanted. They didn't get the reward, and that was the reason why she chose to help the wolf, was because she thought, hey, I'm gonna get something good. Woo! What could the wolf possibly give? The wolf will give you what you already have, your life. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. That was awfully kind of you. All right. Let's see. So today we did the stories on the wolf and the crane. So we did the story for the wolf and the crane, and we also did the story. What was the first story?
The hare and the tortoise.
Now you got me saying it wrong. Tortoise. Yeah, tortoise.
Tortoise.
Very good. The hare and the tortoise, the rabbit and the turtle. The rabbit and the turtle. There's a lot of different ways of saying that, but that's basically what it is. All right. So that's for that one. We're gonna stop on that one, and we are still gonna take a minute to review though. But for the reading, we'll stop here. Next class we'll continue. We got 2 other readings to do too, so we'll continue on those for the next class. But for now, that's this one.